it's Laura, and I am back to talk to you a little bit about balance. As we age, our balance becomes more and more effective. We don't balance as much or as good as we were when we were younger. However, if you are younger and you are an athlete, sometimes what you do affects your balance because the hips get out of alignment, the muscles get imbalances, and becoming balanced is harder and harder. So I'm going to show you a few things first to test your balance to find out if you have it, and then how to increase your balance just with small little movements that will help you throughout your day. In any exercise that you do, it does not matter if you walk, if you run, if you bike, if you strength train, soccer, lacrosse, swimming, it doesn't matter. Balance is the key to every single exercise. So the very first thing that we do to test our balance is find some space around you. You're going to take your right foot and you're going to bring it down into the ground and you're going to lift the knee up. And just feel, is that right foot shaking back and forth? Can you hold this? Can you move and balance? This is a little bit more trickier. If you can move back and forth and hold this left knee up, your balance is pretty good. So you have balance. Then we're going to switch to the left. Just because you have balance on the right doesn't mean you have it on the left. So ground that left foot into the ground, bring that right knee up, and hold the balance. Now also, when you hold balance, check your posture. Are you leaning to the left? Are you leaning forward? Do you lean back? Do you lean to the right? So you do want your shoulders over your hips as you're holding the right knee up. Then, to test your balance one step further, if you're younger, you do have a tendency to have a little bit more balance than us older people. You move it back, move that right leg back, and bring it forward. And you'll feel all the muscles in your feet working. You can also move the right knee out to the right and over to the left. You may have balance moving forward and back, but maybe not to the right and to the left. You may also, depending if you have orthotics or a lot of support in your shoes, you may have an easier time balancing with your shoes on. Take your shoes off. It will be 10 times harder to balance with your shoes off because you're working with your own muscles in your own foot. So test your balance first. And if you can do that, you may have good balance and you can start adding a single leg squat if you want. You could start doing single leg deadlifts. I would highly encourage everyone that if you're exercising, to throw balance in every workout you do. For those of us that do not have good balance and maybe you fell over in that test, here's some of the things that we can do a little bit more simpler. Find a chair, a pole, or a wall, doesn't matter, couch, doesn't matter. You're going to take your chair, and I'm just going to demonstrate it moving forward or facing forward, but you're going to have the chair in front of you. You're going to lean to the right foot, and you're going to slowly bring that left heel off the ground, and you're going to hold your balance. The chair could be in front of you, it could be on the side, you can grab the pole, you can hold on to the wall, doesn't matter. You're going to slowly bring that left heel off the ground into the tippy toe. You're going to hold this balance. For some of you, this is going to be enough. And you hold it. And when you hold it, your body realizes, your brain realizes, oh, I have a right foot, I have a right leg. I can balance on one side. Because sometimes when we don't work out or we get very into the same exercises like walking, our body gets confused between the right and the left, our mind. So we want to make sure that our brain realizes we have a right foot. So if you're sitting here and this is pretty simple for you, then slowly pick up that left foot. Maybe that left foot hovers over the left floor or the floor. Maybe it just hovers right here. Maybe you can lift it higher. Right here, you can feel this right leg energized, full of energy as you hold this balance. And for some of you, this is enough. You can hold on to the chair. Holding on to the chair, believe it or not, affects your balance. You may notice that all 5 fingers are gripping into that pole or the wall. Slowly bring off your pinky, your ring finger, middle finger, index finger, one at a time. And even if you just balance with one finger, that's more balancing than 5 fingers on the chair. So you've already noticed, if you've been holding this with me, you can feel this in the right outer hip, you can feel it into the glute, the ham, all of it. The whole leg is on fire, which is what you want when you balance. If you're balancing and your knee is falling forward, or not sorry, your knees, your chest is falling forward, you're throwing it into your lower back, and you don't want to do that. All right, we've balanced enough on the right. So now bring that left foot down, and you're going to slowly peel the right foot off. And hold the balance in the left leg. Remember, shoulders over hips. Hips are in line with your ankles. And if this is easy for you, feel free to bring that right knee up and hold the balance in that left leg. If this is easy and you want to bring that right knee up higher, go ahead. Maybe you want to bring that right knee out to the right. Maybe you want to pick the fingers off the floor or the wall or the chair and hold the balance. You want to balance every single day to remind your body that you have a right and a left leg, especially if you walk a lot or run or soccer, lacrosse, because if you think about it, your walking stride or your running stride is balance. When you walk, you step and balance, and then you step and balance the other side. So you want to make sure that you can hold this balance. All right, slowly bring that right leg down. For those that, so I would recommend doing this every day. Balance on the right. You can do it when you're busy texting, washing dishes, vacuuming, whatever you want. Doesn't have to be a lot of time, maybe 20 seconds on the right. You determine if you need to hold the chair or your toes on or off the ground. And then hold 20 seconds over to the left. For those that have a little bit more balance, we can go into a tree pose. You can bring that right foot on that shin, left shin. You can bring your hands to your heart and you can do a tree pose. This is a little bit more harder. Now, when you're in your tree pose, to practice balance, to ground you, you want to look at your hips. A lot of us will sink in to the standing leg hip. You don't want to do that with your tree pose. You want to move this left hip and make the hips in line right over that left ankle. Some of you can take this right foot and you can leave it on the ground to hold balance for your tree pose. You can bring it into the shin and then you can bring it up into the inner thigh. You determine on where you want your tree pose. But the idea is that when you balance, you're opening up this right knee. Hips are over your left ankle. You're not sinking into this left hip. Your hands are at your heart. Or if you want a little extra balance, you bring your hands up towards the sky or ceiling. And you can sway your arms back and forth if you'd like. Then you bring everything back to center. Bring that right foot down. And we'll do tree pose on the other side. Slowly shift into the right foot. Ground the toes, ball the foot and the heel into your floor. And then you just determine where you want to put your left foot. Is it right over the right ankle? Because this is balancing. Is it into the shin? Or you can also bring it into your inner thigh. Your choice. It's all balance. And then make sure you are not sinking into this right hip. And you keep these hips level. Hips are facing forward. Shoulders are facing forward. Hands are at your heart. Or you can bring them up toward your sky. And then move your arms this way. So it is a great idea to add balance into every single exercise you do. Because you want your body to realize that it does have that right leg and the left leg. Now for those of you who are not wanting to do a tree pose, we'll bring the hands back to center and the heart down and bring that left foot down. That's all you really need to do. All you need to do is balance on one foot for about 20 seconds on the right, balance on the left foot 20 seconds. You can go into a tree pose for 20 seconds on each side. For those that want a little bit more to practice your balance, I would encourage you to move your chair out of the way. And then I would encourage you to add in lunges if you have the balance. So for example, go right lunge and then bring that right knee up and hold the balance at the center. You can hold weights or no weights. If you're standing here doing a bicep curl, throw in a balance by picking up that right knee. Maybe just do a curl on the left. lateral lunge, whoop, and hold that knee. You could go to the other side. Left lateral lunge, and bring that knee up. Just by adding a balance to any of your exercises, you will burn more calories, you will have your body focus, your brain focus, and you will work more muscles. And you will work on your balance, which decreases as we age. So just by adding a little bit of balance to your workout will make a huge difference within you and your body and your mindset. So I encourage everyone to play around with their balance just by adding a minute of balancing. If you don't like going sideways, backwards. Go into a backwards lunge and bring that knee up. If you're afraid, grab your chair. Backwards lunge and knee up. Can add the weight? No weight. Once again, I would encourage everyone to add a little bit of balance, right and left. Break it down so your body remembers you have a right leg and a left leg. Improve your balance because it will improve every exercise you do. So, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. You can like my YouTube channel, ELB Consulting. You can find me at elb-consulting.com. And I hope you enjoyed this balance workout for today. And everybody have a great day. Bye.